Hello, everyone, and welcome back to the channel. I'm so happy, so grateful that you're here. Let's talk all about today's problem, boys and girls. Today's problem is lack of clear goals and direction. This is the problem. If you don't have clear goals and you don't have clear direction, someone else is going to give you their goals and their direction. And we get really good at achieving and heading quickly in the direction of other people's agendas. It's not because we surround ourselves with jerks or a-holes, it's because we really don't understand that what we're working on sometimes isn't always what we really want to achieve on a personal level that will truly bring us a sense of satisfaction and achievement. So it's really important to get clear on your goals and the strategy that will help you achieve them. So for today's solution, we're going to be looking at SMART goals. And what's in it for you? What's on the other side of working with SMART goals? The transformation here is that you're going to have enhanced clarity and focus, right? I know. So I want to challenge you to set up at least one SMART goal this week or next that you can work with. So let's go ahead and get into what the heck is a SMART goal and how do we actually build out this structure so we know what to work on. SMART is an acronym for specific, measurable, achievable, relevant, and time-based. So let's take a look at the S in SMART, making it specific. What you want to do here is consider your goal in quantifiable terms. And so to get there, let's look at these specific questions. What do you want to achieve? Will achieving this goal make a measurable impact in my life? And how will I achieve this goal? What actions specifically will you need to take? Applying this to an entrepreneurial lifestyle or an artist lifestyle might look something like the S here would be like, I will create a podcast. Perfect. That's specific. It's the goal that you want to accomplish, and it actually is the action that you need to take. Then let's move to the M in SMART. M is measurable. And this step in the SMART method is to help you actually measure your progress in achieving your goal. That's pretty obvious, but just wanted to say it. It's like a progress marker, progress metric. Really important. And this also implies that you might actually take on different techniques to measure your goal. So not only I want to achieve the goal by this day and this or this month, but you might also track time. So an athlete, for example, might have a measurement of I want to be able to run the race next June, but I need to be able to run a 4-minute mile, right? There's a time in there as that's small and micro, as well as a time that's macro. So you get to play on those scales as well. Now let's look at the A in SMART, which is achievable. Is this goal actually achievable? Do you have the resources right now to make it happen? This may be like gathering the necessary data, getting team members, colleagues, your significant other, the kids to help you. Do you need money? Do you need some tech involved? What are the resources needed to actually help you achieve it? Don't forget too, this might even include learning a new skill. This is an important part of the SMART goals because you are much more likely to be successful if your goal is checked the first 3 boxes, where it's specific, it's measurable, and it's actually achievable. If you can get your goal into those 3 buckets, you are pretty golden and set to go right there. The R in SMART stands for relevant. And a relevant goal is one that will directly improve your current overarching goals in life. Keep in mind that what you work on should directly move the needle on what's important to you in your life. That's the purpose of creating a SMART goal. It's relevant to your values and to your goals and to your dreams. So your relevant goal might be to increase revenue, profit coming into your business. It might be to reduce spending and overhead. You might want to gain some muscle mass that's relevant to bodybuilding, or maybe you're looking to lose some weight. Maybe it's relevant to you learning how to run a marathon, or maybe you want to learn another language. Just make sure it's relevant to your values and your goals. And then finally, the T, time based. You definitely want to make sure that your SMART goal has a deadline. I would recommend that you determine whether it is a short-term goal or a long-term goal. Sometimes goals kind of feel like they share a little bit of both. That's okay. Just try to get clear on that first before you go ahead and lock a date down. Your timeline should give you some wiggle room and some breathing room to adjust, to learn, get feedback, iterate, and change up along the way what you're doing. Because as you move towards goals in your life, this is new territory. That's why it's a goal. You've never done it before, you've never achieved it before, and you're going to learn along the way. So this is where SMART goals get fun, because we can actually play a little bit within the deadline as we're heading toward the deadline and make adjustments as we go. I wouldn't suggest totally moving your deadline though. Keep going, marching straight ahead towards that deadline. But just know along the way, you're going to have to be flexible, and you'll know where to do that. Once you know if your goal is short term, long term, or something in between, you'll want to actually make a roadmap or a schedule or a timeline to get it done. And what that looks like is these are all the steps I need to do to complete this goal by the deadline. So what I like to do is reverse engineer. I'll look at that deadline and work backwards. Okay, what do I need to get done? What would be a good deliverable or something that absolutely says, if this is done a week from the deadline, I know I'm on track. Then go back again. If this is done a week before that week's deadline, before the actual deadline, I know I'm good. So reverse engineer, walk backwards in time and ask yourself, what is really needed to get done first, the next, as you walk your way, like literally down a road toward your deadline. I often like to coach people too, that your time management here is literally like a road. If you were to walk toward a destination, which is your SMART goal, what signposts would you want to see along the way that would indicate to you, as you're heading down this road without a map or GPS, that you are indeed right on track and going to arrive right on time? What sort of accomplishment would you want to see on that road sign? So is it, secured financing? Is it bought the microphone? Is it got the LLC or the DBA down pat? Is it actually had the partner to do the work with? Or like, what do you want to see along the way? Those are important markers down the roadmap to let you know that you're heading in the right direction. And then you keep going, and soon enough, you'll be at your destination, which will be on that deadline date. This also could be a rolling commitment where maybe you have a podcast, we'll go back to that example, that you have episodes that are weekly, or maybe it is bi-weekly, or maybe it's monthly or quarterly, or some sort of cadence that feels good for you. This could be a SMART goal that says that. It's not just a linear progress that occurs once and it's done, but you could have a SMART goal for sure that is reoccurring and evergreen. You would want that to be included under the time-based criteria for this as well. Okay, guys, and there you go. So there's your tangible skill to make sure that you are clear on what's important to you, that you're marching straight ahead towards the goals that you desire, and that you have enhanced clarity and focus in your life. If you like this video, give it a like, give it a thumbs up. Don't forget to subscribe. And hey, why don't you share it with someone who could use this? I'd really appreciate it. And thanks, guys, for being here. We'll be with you soon.